Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. Okay, guys, so before we jump in, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, get subscribed. If you're not subscribed, hit that notification bell and also get subscribed. Um, there's a lot to discuss. Now, we have Sheena, which obviously, as you guys know, she is sharing some more behind the scenes, especially about the one co star who was not honest on camera due to the fear of fan backlash. But also Jason is talking to me earlier when I was in the kitchen and he said, "Did you see this?" And I said, "Wait, did I see what?" The fact that Tom is now threatening to sue his former assistant Anne. Oh, we have lots to talk about, lots to discuss. Now, before we jump in, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. You guys get the point. Love you. Let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
No one can do it like we do it, like we do it. I feel like I just want to dance. Oh, I got my chill pill intact. I got my phone. Woo! It's raining outside. It's a little dark and gloomy in here, but I'm not minding this energy. I feel like it's good. I'm not going to call it energy. I'm going to call it synergy because that's exactly what the I feel like we're on. Now, with that, guys, sorry. Jason always tells me that in the day, he feels like there's like 7 different personalities that come out. So he starts at like 7 in the morning. I'm like, hi. 12 o'clock, I'm like, hi. 3 o'clock, I'm like, what's up? And by like 6, I'm like, what? That's just me. I can't control what goes on in my brain. If Jax gets to get away with it, so do I. Let's get into the Sheena of it all. Thank you. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Sheena Shea addressed what went down with Lala Kent at the Vanderpump Rules finale, teased a moment when she was scared, and shared why she never told Katie Maloney about the Tom Schwartz kiss, which took place when he and Katie were dating. Lala teased drama with Ariana at their recently filmed reunion, and she suggested it's possible that it ended their friendship. As far as Lala, you know she doesn't put up with bullshit. That's what Sheena said on Shenanigans. Her and I were in really tough positions this season. Sheena hinted that Lala called out someone who was saying things off camera and then another thing on camera because they didn't want to go against what's popular with the audience. It was hard though, because there was a moment where I just realized I have to speak up and I was so afraid to. She also addressed why she didn't tell Katie about the Tom Schwartz kiss. I don't even think I remembered around that time. It was something that I buried. I was like traumatized by it because despite what the world may think, this home wrecking horror version of me, I'm not a cheater. Someone I was back in 2006. Um, they were cheating. She's saying someone she was with was cheating on his wife. I didn't know that. Like, I am not a cheater. Sheena said that she was drunk when Schwartz kissed her and she doesn't know if she was engaged at the time. I said, no, I kind of cheated on you, but it wasn't my fault because I didn't want the kiss, but he kissed me. There was no winning in the situation. So in that moment, I said, this never happened. You take it to the grave. She then addressed Katie's claim that Sheena lied by omission. If someone makes an unwanted advance on you, do you have the obligation to tell their partner? Think about the position I was in. Mm. I mean, to be fair, I think that it's probably a very shitty position that you were in, but also I think that this is a position that I don't even know what to say. I'm going to play the clip. Roll the tape. Roll it.
As far as Lala, like, you know, she doesn't put up with BS. And the way the whole season was, I mean, it was hard. Her and I were really in tough positions often. And I feel like if you're saying one thing off camera and another thing on camera because you don't want to go against, you know, what's popular with the audience, I mean, she's going to call it out. And that's exactly what she did at the reunion. So,
I'm so excited.
I know, me
this.
too. How excited.
Yeah, it was hard though, because there was a moment where I just realized I have to speak up and I'm so scared too.
Yeah, that's like my worst nightmare.
my worst nightmare. And it's filmed.
Yeah.
There's a difference in doing it in real life and no one's seeing it. When it's on camera and you have to watch it like 4 months later. It's absolutely, I couldn't.
I know. But as far as Lala, like, she doesn't.
Okay. So now we have that version of what Lala does and does not put up with. Okay. Now, who do I believe when it comes to this situation? Yeah, I fully believe that Sheena is saying Lala ripped into Ariana Madix. I don't know who she would be alluding to as far as the one singular castmate that said things off camera. And they acted one way on camera and one way off camera. I'm trying to think, would that be James? But I feel like James maneuvers a certain way and he's not going to do that. Katie, I don't see it. Lala, don't see it. Sheena, I don't see it. She's not going to throw Brock under the bus. Tom Schwartz, I think he's been pretty fucking transparent. I don't know. I don't know who else there could be. But with that, we're going to end up moving on here. So you guys watched last night's episode and fuck, it was cringy as hell. It was awkward. It was an awkward episode, but it was awkward because of the simple fact that you have Tom and Ariana arguing. Tom gave his assistant a moment of release where she gets to go do her own thing. And for Ariana was interviewing his assistant, which she kind of feels like, is that bad? Am I doing something bad? Because technically you had no care in the world to screw one of my best friends inside of my house under my roof. It was an awkward episode. But with that, Tom Sandoval talks about how his lawyer is going to be reaching out to Anne, which probably means a lawsuit. So here we go. Tom Sandoval talks about his assistant, Anne, asking Ariana for a job and starting a podcast despite signing an NDA. Sandoval says Anne is about to get a letter from his lawyer. Thank you to Byway Hello Drama. Here we go.
Let's talk about Anne. At a really delicate, fragile time in my life, like, she asked Ariana to work for her.
As she was working for you?
Yes, literally on a normal, like, Monday work day, wearing like a suit, which she never does.
Became professional and prepared.
Oh, wow.
Were there cameras up?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Putting on a performance, yeah.
I needed an assistant because, things were falling through the cracks and I only know one assistant, Anne. So I thought I should ask her for recommendations. And plus she's great at what she does. But then I feel like she was at a point where she just felt like she was so unhappy in her job.
I would love to work for like an amazing girl boss. If it doesn't work out, totally understand. Like, no worries.
There's a lot of pressure because I felt really bad because I didn't want her to think that like I was going to poach her, but I also didn't want her to think that I wasn't hiring her because like I didn't think she would do a good job. Like I didn't want her to feel bad like in any way. And then she ended up getting fired anyway. So a lot of worrying for nothing. Like I probably should have just poached her, honestly.
I think it's that poacher. He was showing you zero respect. So,
But then part of me felt like, well, then I would just be just like him.
Can I ask one question? Did you make her sign an NDA?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. That's the smartest move you've
She
ever
started
made.
a podcast.
What?
It's called I Sign an NDA.
So if she signed an NDA, what could she possibly talk about?
I don't know, but she's about to get a letter from my lawyer.
Oh my God.
It's annoying because she's like low key saying things that are like not true. Like I saw in some interviews, she's like, oh yeah, like I would go there and like Ariana would already be up and doing stuff because she's always busy. And like Tom's like, doing this and I have to like do that. I'm just like, girl, that Ariana wouldn't leave her bedroom till at least 1 PM. Like I was always up, always like made her coffee, like did this. I went to bed after her. I woke up before her every day. It's annoying to me because Ariana never wanted her around. She would be annoyed that Anne was over. Not so much at Anne, but the fact that somebody was over. And she'd be like, why do you need an assistant? Why? And I'm like, because she like does things for me. She waters all Ariana's plants, like, keeps everything stocked in the house. It hurt. It made it seem like she just was very publicly, you know, going to Katie and Ariana of all people. That's a huge, like, I feel like a conflict of interest. It seems like a betrayal.
Let's talk about Anne.
Okay, so he feels like it's a conflict and a betrayal. And I can see that because if I had an assistant, which I've had an assistant, but if I had an assistant currently and they went to somebody who absolutely hated me and tried to get a job with them, and I knew that they knew all of my information, I would have a fucking problem with that. But that's just me. Honestly, with this, guys, I just want to hear what your thoughts are, what the thought process is behind all of this, because I find it to be 100% absolutely asinine and ridiculous. But I know you guys are going to pop off in the comments, so do that. Smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.